Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Danielle, aka Stitcherista here on YouTube, and today is going to be another paint with me. So today is Wednesday, February 15th. I have off work again today. I'm working tomorrow and Friday. So I thought I would take the time to do another paint with me because I do have just some little topics to talk about, and I took some notes from the groups that I belong to, and I looked at some comments that people left. So you can't tell, but I did finish yesterday after I did the video. I was able to diamond paint some more, and I finished the rest of that row. And then I'm on the last row. So I got some black done even on this last row yesterday. But before I sit down to actually do some diamond painting, someone had asked me where I got my pen. So yesterday I was working with this pen. And it's hard to tell, but it's like a medium pink and it has a mermaid engraved in it. I know you can't really tell that. I have 3 pens from this designer. This is like a teal one and it has a seahorse in it. And then this one is just plain wood. And they all have this straightener on the back that's made into the pen. The company that sells these pens is called Weedbrook on Etsy. Right now his shop is taking a break, but you can sign up to get like an email notification when he comes back. And the pens weren't cheap. I want to say they were $50 or $60 a piece. So yeah, I treasure them though. I love them because they're very smooth to the touch and they're very lightweight. So they don't like hurt my hand or weigh my hand down. Okay, so I wanted to read my gratitude list for today. I have 9 things on it. Yeah, I mean, some days I can just go to town, right? So number 1 is good chocolate chip cookies. So I am not a cook. I am not a baker. I like the Pillsbury pre-made dough that's in the store, and I have perfected the time in our oven. And I made cookies yesterday. They're so good. Number 2, Bill. He's a hard worker. He's a good provider. I love that he is, and he has a good work ethic. So I appreciate that greatly about him. Number 3, another day off. I enjoy the time off for sure. It lets me just relax, take a breath, get done some diamond painting, right? Number 4, the GemsFlow app. As I said yesterday, I bought another diamond painting kit that's discontinued from Diamond Art Club, but I found it on the DAC fan site. It is Willow from Lynn. And I went on there today and added it to my inventory because it's going to be here on Friday. So I'll be able to unbox that for you guys on Friday. Well, no, probably Monday, because if I get it Friday, I'll probably have my video already done. Number 5, I have everything I need. Heat, electricity, clothes, shelter, food. Got everything I need for sure. Number 6, a book I have been reading by John Mark Comer called The Ruthless Elimination of Hurry. And it's all about Jesus and it's faith-based. I love it though because he puts scripture in normal everyday speak. I will link the book down below. It is the one book that I have actually bought in the past couple of months because I was not able to get it from my library. I love it. I'm about 3/4 of the way through it because I don't read chunks of it every single day, but I read a couple pages. Number 7, the book of Proverbs in the Bible. I started reading it again, and I have a highlighter that's in my Bible because the cover that I had from Etsy, it has a slot in the front for a highlighter. So I always keep a highlighter and a pen because that pen is what I use to write in my journal. But I've recently started to go back and highlight things. So when I go through these books again, I will see the highlights. Book of Proverbs has so many good, just rules for everyday life. I think that and the book of James are probably my 2 favorites. Number 7, good dinner in the crock pot. So tonight's dinner in the crock pot is pulled pork with the McCormick slow cooker pulled pork seasoning. It literally is the seasoning pack, the pork, ketchup, apple cider vinegar, and brown sugar. So good. So good and so easy. Bill always puts his on hamburger rolls with coleslaw, and he'll probably make tater tots for his. Me, I just put mine over rice. I love it. And number 9, that I have become more discerning in my spending, and I put cross stitch and diamond painting. Only because I've really started to slow down here recently on spending, just amassing just things and things and things and things and things. Yes, I did buy that diamond painting willow. I've had my eye on that for a while now though, and I was like, I saw her selling it, and she was selling it for $10 cheaper than Diamond Art Club had it for sale. And I said, you know what? I'm just going to bite the bullet and get it. But I have not bought anything cross stitch in a long while. I do not see anything at Nashville Market that I want. And even just like little piddly stuff, I have not been buying. Not really. I mean, it's been a while since we've gotten anything in the mail. I mean, I really have slowed down, and I'm very grateful that I now have that mindset. Do you know what I mean? And I actually wrote down something from the Book of Proverbs in my journal. If something really speaks to me in there, not only will I highlight it, but I'll write it in my journal, because I go back and I reread my journal here and there. So I wrote, don't be afraid of today, and don't be afraid of the future. God will meet you with his goodness. You know, do not fear is in the Bible a lot. Like, we should never be afraid of anything. Easier said than done, of course. But yeah, we should not be afraid. Okay. I forgot to put WD-40 on my chair. Just realized that. We don't have any, like, I'd have to go out in Bill's shed. I have to ask him when he gets home. Like, yeah. So let's talk about when I finish this diamond painting, because I have been looking ahead, because I am going to be done this very, very soon. So I was going to cut the sides off, seal it around the edge like I talked about yesterday. But I kept thinking I would love to have a colorful border. People have used fabric, which I think is ingenious. Just use fabric glue. And then I actually went on Michael's website, because today I was going to, I could do some diamond painting while I'm saying this. I'm working on the black in these sections. I was going to go to Michael's and get the Mod Podge Extreme Glitter. I wanted to look it up and see how much it was, because on Amazon it's like $14 and at Michael's it's $10, and I have a 20% off coupon. So I was going to go there and get it. I also put in Michael's duct tape because I wanted to see what they carried in duct tape. They don't carry very much. Like, everything I saw on there said online only. And then I actually went to the Facebook groups, and people said the duct tape, I don't know what brand they used, but they said that it didn't really hold. And I was like, well, forget that idea. But when I searched for duct tape on Michael's website, washi tape came up. Now, I love washi tape. I have a lot of it. We get one in every kit. But it peels up. Like, it doesn't stay stuck down. Because it's meant for, like, you know, scrapbooking and holding down photos, I think, and stuff like that. But if you remember, I put washi tape on the edge of my perforated paper for the piece I'm working on the top and bottom. And what I wound up doing was I wound up gluing it to the paper. I think I'm going to leave it on the paper. And what I used to glue it was this purple glue stick. And I know that's a little bit blurry because I have this, I have it so the focus doesn't keep going in and out. But this is a purple glue stick by 3M. And it actually really, really works well. so I said, you know what? How about if I put washi tape around right on the edge of the border, and then I would just cut right along that edge, because the washi tape that I want to use, which is this one, the Scotch glitter that Bill got me, it's only what, an inch wide, and I want to say the border around the diamond painting is 2 inches. Whatever it is, it's bigger. So I was like, okay, if I put the washi tape down and then and I glue it, I want to see if it sticks or if it starts peeling up. Well, I did it this morning, a little test piece. It's not peeling up. So I think I'm going to try that. And then what I'll do is I'll use like my rotary cutter and just get a straight edge and make sure I cut the rest of the canvas off right along that edge. And I love, this is Scotch Expressions. You can see the Scotch right there. This is Expressions, where it's very, very glittery, but it's also thicker than typical washi tape. And so it will cover the key and any writing that is around the edge of the diamond painting. Because if you use some other kinds of washi tape, sometimes they're pretty transparent. And I know some people have painted around it. That's also an idea. I love the idea of having glitter on it though. So I just didn't want to go through a ton of work to the edge of it, if that makes sense. So I'll keep you posted, but I love this glue stick. This glue stick works very well. It says, you know, bond items quickly, because it works. And the glue stick is really, here's what it looks like, so you can see where you're putting the glue. It's purple. And it's a jumbo stick, so it's a normal, it's not a normal size little bitty glue stick. But yeah, so I think I'm going to try that. Okay, someone asked, will I ever do a diamond painting on a blank canvas? And they had said, I forget, you know what, I'm going to have to. They had said, I forget how they worded it. They worded it differently than that. And I was like, I don't know what you mean. Well, you know, Heaven and Earth Designs, unless you buy their pre-printed canvas, that's how people in the very, very beginning did it. So it's basically like doing a cross stitch pattern. You buy the diamonds, you buy a blank canvas that's big enough, and then you just follow the pattern. Personally, I don't think I will ever do ones like that. I still own some Haid canvases, but the symbols are actually printed on the canvas. And they're just so large. It's just something to have. You know what I mean? I will never do one that has just a blank canvas. I did do one a long time ago when I first started diamond painting. I actually did a Harry Potter pattern, Slytherin. And it was very small. I want to say it was an 8x10. And it wasn't bad, but one of the benefits for me of diamond painting is that I don't have to look at a pattern. That I can just look at the symbol, put the diamond down, not have to follow a pattern where I'm looking at something else. So yeah, I don't think I'll ever do one of those again that's on a blank canvas. And you know, someone also had put a post on the Diamond Art Club Facebook group mentioning how they wish that the option for toolkits was there, whether to get one or not, but they also said they wish that there would be an option to not have colored symbols. And I commented, I rarely comment on posts on that group, but I commented on this one and I said, I hope they never change the colored symbols, only because it helps to hide the background, right? But it also directs you on the symbols, like what symbol you're going to do next. And I think that's what has deterred me from buying any of the mystery kits, because the mystery kits, the symbols are black and white. and it looked way too busy for my eyes when I saw someone post like a piece of their canvas. And I have no desire to do that. Diamond painting needs to be as easy and stress-free as possible. And having the colored symbols for me is one way to do that. Like I said, I hope they never ever change it, because that would probably deter me from buying kits. And I picked up 2 somehow. Yeah, I hope they never change that. And that's why I think my thought process has changed as far as what cross-stitch patterns I buy now, because I'm kind of turned off from just the black and white patterns. I've gotten so used to stitching the Primrose Cottage stitches patterns, which are color, that I've sort of been spoiled. Like, I don't have to highlight colored patterns, not the ones that I've been doing. And it's been glorious. Okay. I finished the Mary Kubica book last night. Loved it. I really liked it. There was a twist. I had figured out actually part of it. I usually never can figure that stuff out, because Bill and I actually got him interested in the topic of the book. So I was telling him about the book 2 nights ago. And he's like, ooh, keep me updated. So last night I said, okay, get in bed so I can tell you a bedtime story. I said, I'm going to update you on the book. And I said, I only have 50 pages left to read. So I finished those last night before bed. And again, very proud of myself last night for another good bedtime routine. No TV. Read some of my book. Was in bed before 10 o'clock. It was like 9:45. Let's go. So that was really good. But yeah, I enjoyed the book very much. And I have a Lucinda Berry book called In the Deep End that I'm going to start. So yeah, if you like Mary Kubica and you like twisty, turny, I highly recommend that one. I liked it. Just the Nicest Couple. That's what it was called. Okay. Let's once again talk about no sound in the YouTube videos. Now, I usually circumvent this now by scheduling my videos to go up like an hour after I get it up on YouTube. Why you will hear no sound. It is a YouTube, not even a glitch. YouTube will process the video in standard definition first and then high definition. So why some people do not hear sound is because the processing of high definition is not fully done yet. I made the mistake yesterday of publishing my video before that processing was done. Someone commented and said no sound. I wrote back, and I've said this many times. It is just what I explained. Please check back. And so they did, and they were able to hear it. But please, I beg of you, do not leave me a comment that says no sound in the video. I beg of you, because I always, when I'm processing and rendering my video, I always listen to it. There's only literally one time where there was no sound legitimately, and this was years ago, and I don't even remember what happened. I don't know why, because I usually, like I said, now it's 100% of the time, I listen to the video, part of it, before I even put it up there. Okay. Oh, I need to get my iPad. Good God. Yeah, there's a post that I wanted to talk to you guys about. I have to go get my iPad. I don't know why I didn't do that. I'll pause it in a second. Okay, so I saw a post on one of the Facebook groups about a palm pen, a palm diamond painting pen. So it's very short. It fits in your palm. And have any of you ever used it? I'm intrigued. I'm not intrigued enough to buy one, because the one that I saw that was really pretty and glittery was $40. And no, don't want to buy that to not like it. but I was really curious how it felt in your hand. And, you know, everyone has a preference. I get that. Like I said, I really like these wood pens because they're very lightweight. And then there was another post. So, you know what? I'm going to get my iPad because I wanted to read some of the comments. Let me pause 1 second. Okay, so someone said, what is your de-kitting process? They said, mine is weird by most standards. First, all the drills go into labeled jars with the excess drills going into the little baggies that come with the kit and the corresponding sticker from the sheet attached. No excess drills, no baggie. When I finish the project, any leftover drills in the jars go into the stickered baggie. If there's no baggie, those drills go in the trash. New labels get put on the jars and we start over again. I have a sandwich baggie for every DAC project I've done, again, just in case. You know, when I first started diamond painting, I would save the drills. I had like those purple binder folder things and I would save them. And then once I started doing Diamond Art Club, I was like, why am I saving these drills? Because I think there's been one time I ran out and it was because I threw a bag away by mistake that were the drills I would have needed. So I don't save. And my de-kitting process now is going to be very easy. It's going to be standing over a trash can, dumping all my excess drills right in it, because especially when I get the credenza, it's going to be even easier. Just literally pulling the trays out, dumping them. It's going to take 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes tops, you know. Yeah, I don't have any elaborate de-kitting. Not anymore. Okay. A lot of people save their diamonds, just saying, because that post, there's a lot of people that commented on it. Okay, now. Oh, this one's so good. You know, we're always talking about people's stashes of diamond painting kits, right? I mean, there was one time that I had, I want to say 150. That was Diamond Art Club and just AliExpress kits combined. I gave away a lot of kits. I want to say I easily gave away 50, 60 kits. I mean, and then I donated a ton. I gave away so many kits over a period of time where I had it down to like 10 or less, I think, when I was really getting out of diamond painting for that year and whatever. So whenever I see these posts pop up, I always like to read them, and I like to read the comments because everyone's got an opinion. I don't judge. I really don't. It may give me pause when I see like a really high number, and only because I'm thinking of the logistics of storing these paintings. Like, I mean, I only have 25 and I'm already thinking what's going to happen when I run out of the shelf space, because that's going to happen at some point. Like I said, I cleared off a huge shelf in my office closet. So this person said, I started counting how many I have. And they said they stopped counting. They have, get ready, 100, I know I said that completely wrong, 462 Diamond Art Club kits. 110 other kits that they wrote down. So like probably, you know, other companies. Over 150 crystal kits and others that I haven't even gotten to or wrote down. So just right there is about 712 kits. I know that, you know, if you buy ones from AliExpress that don't come in a box, you can put them in a drawer. You can store them much more like in a container than you can the Diamond Art Club boxes. But 462 Diamond Art Club, wow, where do you have them? They don't have a picture either. And then, of course, other people chime in and say, I always wonder if my stash is too big, and then I see a post like this and I feel much better. Someone said never too big. And then someone else said, my boyfriend thinks my stash of 50 is becoming too many. Someone else said, I couldn't do that. That's a lot of money tied up in diamond painting. I hope you continue to enjoy doing them and can physically do them for many, many years to come. So that was a nice way of turning that comment around. And someone said, which lottery did you win? Because he says, I was averaging them at $50 each, and this person did the math on it. He said, if my wife found out that I had spent $23,100 on diamond paintings, I don't think I could be in any more trouble. But you know, she didn't spend all that in one shot. I mean, over the years, have I spent tens of thousands of dollars on crafts? I'm sure I have. It's very easy to do it. Someone else commented and said, I thank you that I am not the only one. I have 417 plus 56 finished, so 17 years of diamond painting to do. And yeah, I mean, when I think about it, I've been working on April since December 13th of last year. So essentially, I've been working on it for 2 months now. If I can complete a diamond painting every 2 months, I can do 6 in a year. If I stopped purchasing right at this minute, it would take me 4 years to get through what I have. 4 years. Yeah. We know I'm not going to stop amassing diamond paintings, but I'm very discerning now, for sure. But it is just really something to think about, and I love seeing those posts because people will come out fighting. They really will. Where when it comes down to it, staying in your own lane is the best advice I can give you. It is nobody's business how you spend your money if they're not paying your bills. Right? Let's see what else people said. Someone said, boy, do I want to see pictures. Yes. Someone said, then that person came back, the original poster came back and said, I can show some very unorganization. Someone said they want to see pictures of it. So someone else commented and said, this hobby is expensive. I don't really have a lot considering people have more than me. At one point I had 500 and I got rid of a lot. I have a nice amount now, 277 plus acrylic pens, 40 of them. And my crystal collection is roughly over 4 million. 4 million crystals, I guess. That's a lot of crystals. And then they said, I have another 156 from another company. So they have still about 420 diamond paintings. It's funny because when I did the inventory on Sunday and I realized I had 25 diamond paintings, 26 counting April, when I told Bill, he said, you're not going to win. He goes, that's not anything. He goes, you need to change that. And I was like, are you kidding me right now? It's not a competition. What are you talking about? I'm not going to win. Get out of here. And, yeah. So, but yeah, he couldn't believe I only had 25. I couldn't either, honestly. Someone said, I have 2 waiting to do. I enjoy diamond painting a lot, but I dislike going into debt a lot too. I buy when I have the money to pay for it. I have a couple waiting ready to go. Having a couple waiting ready to go is in my budget. I only buy ones I absolutely love. Me too. If I question it, I won't necessarily purchase it right then. Diamond Art Club actually released or re-released, they restocked about 26 kits today, and one of them was Magic Potion, which I have had my eye on it. First of all, it's $100 kit. But when I went and looked at the colors, it's 67 colors, and I'm like, I don't need that. I don't need to spend $100 on a diamond painting. I'm not absolutely in love with it, so I was like, nah. Yeah, I do. To purchase one now, I have to be completely in love with it. And Hannah Lynn is a sure, I love all of hers. I don't have all of hers, But I just love her artwork so much that's why I bought Willow. I mean, I love so many of hers. So I hope that soon they release some more of hers. She has so much artwork out there. But I realize that she probably can't give them every image. I'm really looking forward to, though, like Alice sometimes being released, the Butterflies of Hope, because it's breast cancer. Yeah, there were a couple, like Fire and Ice Mermaid. I absolutely love. Her hair is red and blue. And are you kidding? Like, the Butterflies of Hope, though, I would just die. I would just die to have that one. But yeah. So I'm looking forward to possibly, and I'm not even going to try to put this out into the universe, but I would like to finish this. Now I'm working tomorrow and Friday, so I probably will not have much time unless the job ends early. But I would love to finish this by the end of the weekend. That would be so good. I'm hoping to have copious amounts of time on Saturday. But again, not holding my breath for that because things happen. But I've done so good in the past week with this diamond painting, completing an entire row, that I'm very proud of myself. I just can't wait to get to Queen of Hearts. I just want to get this up on the wall. And yeah, can't wait. Okay, guys, I'm going to end this here. I hope you all are having a good week and a good Wednesday. As always, if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments section below, and I will answer them to the best of my ability. Thank you so much for watching and subscribing, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.